All righty. How is everybody? Let's see. I thought I gave myself a 5-minute window to run to the potty, but I didn't between the premiere and the live broadcast, so I may have to get up and run. Okay. 3 thumbs up already. That's wonderful. Hey, Tiffany. Did you learn anything during that premiere? Hey, Suzanne. You'll have to catch the premiere on the replay. It's about half an hour. But you can go ahead and learn how to do shrub. I can't get the background to go with StreamYard. I'm going to try this again so you don't have to look at my mess. Virtual background. I don't know why it won't do this time. StreamYard's acting kind of funny, evidently. Hey, home bartending. Did you watch that whole thing? Did it intrigue you at all? Do you have any ideas on how you're going to use your shrub?
Oh boy.
You like seeing our mess? The possum cage over my shoulder here. Oh, okay. You don't care about the background. You just want to see my beauty. Hey, Craft Ideas by Clint. Welcome. I want to know how John is going to use his shrub. He made, what did you make, John? You made blackberry, you said? Blackberry shrub? Tiffany's going to do ginger. The ginger is really strong, Tiffany, so you'll probably won't need, once you make it, you won't need like a full tablespoon in anything. It'll be strong, but you can mix it in soda water, make your own ginger beer. Buy the glass, it'll probably be good. Maybe we should do some, Charlie. We've got some fresh ginger there. Do ginger turmeric, and that would be a immune system booster with pain relieving elements in there. That does sound good, doesn't it? So John did blackberry. It will knock me on my ass, hon. Oh yeah. Yeah, vodka. If I were a drinking girl, I'd probably go for the vodka over the gin, because to me, gin tastes like a Christmas tree. Tastes kind of piney. I don't know how that would go. That might be good with blackberry. Yeah, that might be pretty good. So, Tiffany, did you catch the first part of the shrub series 2 weeks ago? It'll give you the basics of how to put it together, and then you let it sit for 2 weeks and strain it like Charlie just showed us. So, hey, y'all, as you come in, would you give me a thumbs up and share out the broadcast if you would? I'm looking for watch hours and a little bit of love. Yes, the botanicals in it. Yeah. I was a rum girl. Yeah, Charlie's telling all my stories before I quit drinking. I really like White Russians, which is spiced rum. What is it, John? What's a White Russian? Spiced rum. Is it Bailey's? Irish cream. And is that it in a White Russian? But anyway, I had a girlfriend come over the house one time and we drank like a whole bottle of Captain Morgan spiced rum. And the next day, I learned Captain Morgan's first name, which was Ralph. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. Oh. Hey, Mike, welcome. I kind of expected to see you in the premiere. I think you'd probably enjoy making some shrub. Oh, the family is growing and they're here. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you guys. I am kind of waiting to hear if people got anything in the mail today. I tried to time mailing prizes out so it would arrive today. Any of my regulars who won prizes last time, have you gotten your stuff? Anyone? You did. And what did you get on homesteading? Suzanne got her tea. If you drink some of that while we're going live here, Suzanne, you may not make it through the broadcast. You may honk out. Your favorite beans came today. Okay. Almost homesteading. You want to soak those 1 or 2 days. If you've got some rainwater, use the rainwater. Otherwise, put enough water in a bowl that would cover the fava beans and let it sit overnight so all the chemicals evaporate out of it. And then add your beans, again, overnight or for 2 days before you plant them. And you can go ahead and, depending upon where you are, I could go ahead and just plant them right now out there. So Suzanne's not having her tea right now. Thursdays are packed, says Mike. But you did go to the mailbox, didn't you, Mike? Your rainwater. Charlie, explain why rainwater is better to start seeds in. He'll give you the scientific answer. Indiana, which is zone 6.
Higher osmotic pressure.
He says it's higher osmotic pressure.
Hi.
So what does higher osmotic pressure do?
It gets the water into the seeds faster.
Did you hear that? It gets the water into the seeds faster. Who would have thought? His nickname, one of his nicknames is Mr. Thinky. Now you know why, right? Or the professor. Ground is still frozen. Yeah, well, it's kind of mushy around here. We've been having a lot of rain, but that's normal for this time of year. So it's a good time to put the cooler weather seeds in. If Charlie were to slide over just a little, you could see what's going on behind me.
Oh, hi.
We just almost see it, Charlie. Come a little closer, baby. This cat. You see him licking Charlie's nose? Can you hear him purring? That cat, I have never seen anything like this. The cat is really bonded to him. Look, watch. Oh, he stopped him, but he's going to bite him. I've got a couple of shorts coming out with him. He does something very strange at the water bowl. Wait till you see. You have a hard freeze coming Saturday night. Hey, Old Ways. Yeah, we've got 29 degrees. Let me look at Weather Channel real quick here. So welcome, Old Ways. Glad to see you. Saturday 29 degrees, Sunday 30.
What's the minimum tonight?
The minimum tonight's 42. You probably won't have to start the heaters. We start the propane heaters in the greenhouses when it goes below 40. And we have our own weather station out back that I keep an eye on, and I might have to get him up in the middle of the night to go start the heater. I don't go to bed till like 2 a.m. or so. 2 or 3 a.m. Unless you want to just start them so I don't wake you up. No.
Same the gas.
So Old Ways, it's 29 on Saturday, 30 on Sunday, 33 on Monday, and then it starts ratcheting up, 37, 44, 49. And then on the 23rd, back down to 33, 35. But it's trending upwards. So spring is on the way.
Is it supposed to be clear tomorrow?
Oh, now he's asking more weather questions. I got to go back. Cloudy.
Cloudy. Should have fed the bees today.
Clouds overnight, low 42, winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We check that several times a day, and the numbers go up and down.
He's going to bite. He's going to bite. Yeah.
Okay, John, thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourself. Please pop in and let me know how you like your shrub and how you used it, okay? Tell me if you're going to make more. I predict you will. Mike just had 6 inches of snow. I'm jealous. Nope, winter's not over. Our last frost date, though, old ways, is at the end of March.
Yeah.
Only 3 inches, Suzanne? Mike hasn't had snow since October. That's not good. Are you getting enough chill hours on your homes, your fruit trees, Mike? And have you had adequate rain this winter? Our fava beans out there are about that tall and starting to bloom. As soon as the soil warms up to 45 to 50 degrees, I'll be planting English peas. Right now I'm potting up peppers in the greenhouse like a maniac. We're having really, really good germination this year, especially with the seed that I saved from my own peppers last fall. I didn't do a lot of isolation, so I'm hoping they're basically true to form, but they shouldn't be too far off of what they're supposed to be. 3 inches tonight, maybe a ½ inch tomorrow. Huh. Let's see. 3 inches tonight, ½ inch tomorrow. Mike says it's been 50s and rain, was warmer here than Texas this winter. That's not good. That's not good at all. So, what is it up toward you, old ways? Mike says he's got 6 inches of snow. Oh, you're leaving and I'm talking to you. Well, thanks for popping by. I was about to start talking peppers. That's one of Mike's favorite topics. Okay, so I've been watching Luke over at MI Gardens, MI Gardener, and he was showing how he's starting his seeds. And he's showing a tray that was a multi-cell tray made out of good quality heavy plastic made by Bootstrap. So if you want to head on over to Bootstrap and see what they've got, but it has a really, really deep pointed bottom to it, probably twice the depth that you're used to seeing in a cell pack. So what that does is the roots develop. It trains them, since it's slanted, it trains them to come down into a point, which will make the plant, healthier, but it'll be easier to pull that up out of there and plunk it into a hole in the ground or repot them. Yeah. Mike's making ribs. Boy, I almost said something that wouldn't be appropriate. Anyway, so I got those trays in. I bought 3 of them. They're 200 cells per tray. And I'll probably spend part of tomorrow stepping up the seedlings from the pepper trays. And I'm going to turn right back around in the little boxes that I use and start the eggplant and the tomatoes. I've got flowers coming up. that my little helper that comes over on Saturday, she wanted to plant flowers. So we planted stocks and marigolds and one variety of pepper, and I forget, nasturtiums, and one other type of flower. She wanted to plant flowers. Oh, coxcomb. She had never seen a coxcomb. The seed's a couple of years old, so I don't know if it'll come up, but it's worth a try. So I thought that we would. Yeah, stay safe, Mama Owl. Yeah, take care. Is that what we call you? This is Mama Owl. Coxcomb. Coxcomb flowers. Let's see. I'll post a link. You can click on it real quick. Let's see. It's a type of celosia. Okay, I'm going to see if StreamYard will let me post this. Hey, Shani, welcome in. Someone tell me if that's clickable. It's not. Okay, so type into your browser coxcomb. Maybe Baker Creek will have a smaller URL. Let me check and show you a picture of it. And if you look at the shape of these flowers, look at the shape of these flowers. You can see why they call it coxcomb, because it looks like the comb on their head. Here you go. It is clickable. It took you there? It's the weirdest flower. You can eat those. They eat those in Asia. That's, you know, I grow edible flowers. So this is one of the edible flowers that I had in my seed library. Maybe I should keep that up in case I want to give some of that away tonight. What do you all think? Think that should be one of our prizes tonight? It is an heirloom. How do you cook with them? Well, let's see. I would probably stir fry them or chop them into a salad. I'm going to look it up for you. How to cook with coxcomb. Soak the coxcombs overnight in milk. The next day, discard the milk and rinse the combs in a small sauce pot. They're eaten in Europe in fancy restaurants, according to this. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. I hate when they talk too much in front of the recipe. Then you give them a quick braise and peel the outer skin and add it to whatever you're making, like a stir fry or she says, wait till they are large, but they're delicious and meaty. To braise them, you're going to use 6 large coxcomb, kosher salt, 2 cups chicken broth, and 2 cups of milk. You season the milk with salt to taste. Stir until the salt dissolves. Soak the coxcombs overnight in the milk. The next day, discard the milk and rinse the combs in a small sauce pot. Combine the combs and stock and bring them to a boil. Cover it for like 20 minutes. Remove the combs from the heat and cool in their liquid until you can handle them. And then dry them with a towel. Using a sharp paring knife, begin peeling them, starting at the meaty middle portion and working your way out to the tender tips. If the coxcombs are very large, you may be able to simply peel them by hand. And then you put them back in their liquid and add whatever else you're cooking to that. It's interesting. So fancy schmancy restaurants in Europe evidently serve them. They have kind of a meaty floral taste to them. You really have to try it. That's neat. That's neat always. Thank you. You too. Hey, A. Brown. Welcome, welcome. As soon as Mike comes back, we'll start going over the peppers I planted. But have you all heard of stocks? S-T-O-C-K-S? Look up stocks flowers. They're edible as well. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Let's give me a thumbs up if you would. Share me out. See if we can get some new people in. That'd be cool beans. Yay, Mike. Welcome back. I've been waiting for you to go over my list of pepper seeds.
No.
I think my pepper starting video is already aired, hasn't it? On the method I used this year, I used kind of a Jiffy Mix prep and soaked the seeds overnight in rainwater. Almost homesteading. You think you have the stock seeds this year? I have several colors. Okay, so Mike's excited by the peppers. So Mike, have I released that video yet? It might be still in the queue on starting the seed, the pepper seed. Have you seen it? Anyway, so I want to say close to 60 peppers I started at one time and I ran out of room. And since they've been popping up and I've been potting them, I'm starting other varieties as well. Yeah, I released the Jiffy Mix video. Thank you, Almost Homesteading. So I went in and I wrote down when they started germinating, the variety and how many days they took. Now, a lot of the super hots are supposed to take 20 days or more to germinate, but some of them have come up. So the following peppers came up in just 7 days. Cindy Squirrel, thank you for coming in. Yeah, Mike's seen the greenhouse. So we have Thai bird, which were really popular last year. I had someone from Cambodia contact me through Marketplace. And she says, I heard that you custom grow varieties of peppers. And I said, yes, I do. What do you need? And she said, I'd like some Thai peppers. And I said, what kind of Thai peppers? And she goes, I don't know, Thai peppers. So I started listing like 15 different varieties of peppers from Thailand. I said, and I said, let me email you pictures of them. So I sent her pictures of all these different varieties of Thai pepper. And she chose Thai bird and what was the other one, Charlie? It escapes me. But anyway, so the Thai bird were very popular, and even with the Thai chili, even with my refugees, they really like the Thai bird pepper. So I collected quite a bit of seed, and I just threw it in the Jiffy Mix, right? And it only took 7 days to germinate. This year, I'm focusing on India, and one of my India peppers took 7 days. The Andhra Hot, A-N-D-R-A. I'll type that in. And then I had pimentos, my cardula from the garden, my own seed. Man, that I really threw a lot of seed in there. And Mike, I'm going to have cardula out the ears. The Mundu Gundu, which is another new Indian variety of chili. I'm really happy with the ahi pineapple, came up like gangbusters as well. Mike, you really need one of these ahi pineapples. Do you make a lot of salsa? Does anyone in here make salsa? They like salsa? This ahi pineapple, the ahi peppers are South American. And this is a yellow chili that, ahi means chili basically, that literally tastes like pineapple with a kick. It's really good. And you grind it up with what you usually put into your salsa. And oh my gosh, is it good. Charlie can't nibble on it, but I can. And it tastes just like pineapple with a kick. Cindy Squirrel makes salsa. Mike only has dulce. This one has a lot more heat than the ahi dulce might. And then I forget who asked me to do the wiri wiri, W-I-R-I. Was that you, Mike? Wiri wiri. I haven't tried it before, but it's up. And all those that I just listed came up in 7 days, along with the green machine. The green machine is a giant green bell pepper that Pepper Geek talked about this year in his newsletter. If you all don't subscribe to Pepper Geek, maybe you should if you're into peppers, because he puts out newsletters and gives you growing facts and seed sources. And he reviewed this pepper, and it was humongous. And Charlie likes green peppers, so I thought I would grow those for him. Another 3 peppers came up at 10 days. So for 3 days, there was no motion out there. But Pepper Geek had recommended the Jimmy Nardello. He said it's a good frying pepper. So I ordered some seed, and they germinated at day 10. There's a pepper I imported from India called Mundu, M-U-N-D-U, Mundu. It came up in 10 days. The Trinidad Yellow Scorpion came up in 10 days. That's one. I guess if someone would give me a hot sauce recipe, I might use one of them, but it's a little too hot for me, so I'll be trying to sell all those plants. I might keep one plant just in case they sell, so I can plant some next year. We had 5 varieties come up on the 11th day. And there was more green machines, and HR, ACHAR, another one from India, new to me this year. Mike, I went ahead and planted some Murasaki purple. Now, Mike and I, which ones hurt your tongue, Mike? Which? You agreed with me on the Murasaki that they were kind of bitter and right? I did plant the rest of my Murasaki seeds this year. It's a purple pepper because I'm doing all that resin artwork, resin crafting, and I'm using dried flowers. So I'm not necessarily going to eat the peppers. I'm going to pick the flowers and put them in my flower press and squish them so I can put them in my resin work. Oh, the Trinidad Scorpions. Okay, the Scotch bonnets came up. Again, my seed, I just threw them in. Didn't count them out. Didn't use them all. Just took a pinch and threw them in. 100% germination. Saving your seed from last year is definitely the way to go, y'all. Then there's one that is a very interesting pepper. It's called a Bishop's Crown. And it kind of looks like a hat. It's got a bulb at the bottom with little flared edges. It looks like a hat, a bishop's hat, with the crinkly, the brims on them. And we had those come up in 11 days. Day 12, we had 4 varieties. Another Indian variety called Dragon Cayenne, and then something that's new to me that Jim Duffy up at Refining Fire Chilies or superhotchilies.com, every now and then he'll throw a package of something in if I order from him, just as a gift. And this is one of his gifts. Trinidad big beans. Mike, have you heard of Trinidad big beans? I haven't. Indiana backyard garden. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Adrienne. Welcome. Hey, we're talking peppers. Oh, okay. So, and then the Thunder Mountain came up at day 12, and that was seed from our garden from last year, and that's the one that was, you know, like that long and curly Q and held on to things. It's to me, it was a mild cayenne. It was just really fun to grow. The Trinidad Perfume, again, my seed, came up on day 12. On day 13, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different varieties. We had more Thunder Mountain come up. We had Candy Cane, which is new to me this year. Habanana. Those didn't have any heat. They're kin to the habanero, but they don't have the kick. But they do have a good flavor. Kashmiri Mirch, that's a new one from Kashmir, which is up there at the top of India, if you know your geography. Then the Buhut Jolokia. I think Mike asked me about the Buhut Jolokia if I had any, and that's really a ghost pepper. It's just another name for it. Those came up. Another Indian, Da Mirage. Dhammaraj. Da Mirage. Again, I've imported these seeds from India, and I have no idea what they're going to taste like. We on day 14, we had the Death Spiral, Trinidad Sweet Scorpions. Those are the yellow scorpions, I think. Chinese Giant, which is another pepper I'm growing for Charlie. It's a giant green pepper. And Sweet Dolma, which is a Turkish stuffing pepper. It's got a little bit of kick to it, but just right for stuffing meat and rice and other things into. What are you pausing about, Mike? Day 15, we had Gundu Sana, which is another from Sana province or parish, however you want to say that, out of India. We had Sweet Pimento, regular cayenne. Those were from my garden. On day 16, we had Chilhaco Amarillo. And it's another gift from Jim Duffy. I'll spell that for you because I know I'm butchering the name. Chilhuacle. And then Amarillo, which tells me it's a yellow pepper. South American. More Sweet Dolmas on the 16th day. On the 17th day, much to my delight and surprise, I had one Ahi Guyana come up, and the seed is 3 or 4 years old. I'll take it. I'll keep that plant and I'll grow it out if it survives and keep seed for next year that'd be fresher. And on day 19, which is just the other day, we had I can't say it. We had Ahi Charapita, the most expensive pepper in the world. Can one of my moderators look up the Ahi AJI Charapita, Charapita? We're both joking. The Ahi Charapita cost per pound. Y'all gonna flip out. I had some East African berbere peppers, which are essential for the berbere powder used in Ethiopian cooking. What's happening to our voices? And we had more chihaluki come up. So that's well over. It's like 2/3 of the peppers are up already. Last year it took them twice as long to germinate. So the trick really is, because last year I used commercially provided seed, and this year a lot of it was stuff that I grew last year and saved over the winter, and it's the germination rates are amazing. Excuse me. So it really is a good idea to keep your seed. Hi. I can never remember how to say your name. Heidi. So sorry. Welcome. Oh, she says, or they say 60 degrees today. Snow tomorrow. Fall, spring. Yeah. Hooga. Why do I have such trouble with that? I'm so sorry. So Suzanne looked up the price per pound for the ahi charapita. Over $11,000 a pound. Yeah. And I got them. I got a big gallon jar of them, all ground up and dried. And I'm using them to develop meat rubs. And I know I've said that over the last couple of years. And I've mixed some up, and I actually have been using it instead of sharing it. So I really need to make some of my rubs up and recruit 3 of you guys to try them. But you're going to have to try them on camera. You don't have to show your face. You can just show your hands. But whether you grill them, whatever, and then give us a review on what you think of the rub. You can't type ahi charapita. So that is what those little Hummers cost. And they are little round peppers, extremely hot. I'm going to look up the SHU for you, which is the Scoville Heat Unit, SHU. They are 30,000 to 50,000 on the Scoville Heat Index. But I swear to you, they're harder than that. It maybe it's just the way it hits my tongue. I'm really sensitive to the heat. But those are essential to Peruvian marinades and salsas and sofrito. What would you try? Almost homesteading. Oh. You know those is bird chilies? They're different from bird chilies. So what is it that you tried the rub made with those? Okay. Do you do a lot of grilling out? And how hot can you go? Mike won't grow the bird chilies. Charapita is a pain. You've grown them? Yeah, you just sit there like you pluck. It's very prolific. It's a little short bush, but it's really puts out the peppers. The same with the African cheeky. I think I had one cheeky up this morning when I went into the greenhouse. I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure I had one cheeky pepper up. And that's from Ghana in Africa, west coast of Africa. Hey, Budfly Files, welcome. You smoked your brisket for Christmas, Adrian. How'd you find rolling papers big enough for a brisket? I'm teasing. So how do you flavor your brisket? Would you have done it with one of the meat rubs? My meat rub is a red meat rub is patterned after spices that they use in Somalia, which are absolutely delicious with goat. So who in here eats goat? Boo. Oh, my joke. So Almost Homesteading says they can handle medium heat. Eat a lot of habanero. The habanero is kind of on the hot side of medium. Yeah. Yeah, the only peppers that say hello going in and see you later coming out, to me, are the cayennes. But not all peppers affect me that way, just some of the Indian cayenne. So with all these Indian chilies that I'm growing, I expect to have some entertaining trips to, we call it the thinking room, the library. Did kosher salt, cracked pepper, and blackened seasoning. Cool. Can you get lamb almost homesteading? Yeah, the curry goat is something else, Adrian. Maybe I'll send you some of this rub that's the East African, this Somali rub. You really have to either curry it or dry rub it and roast it over a fire. Now your body's adapted. You do. That's good to know, Mike. That's an argument for getting your gallbladder removed, huh? Maybe the Asian market. Now, do you have any Pakistanis or Middle Easterners in your area that have grocery stores for them, for catering to them, or even the Caribbean? Because people in the Caribbean eat a lot of goat. Yeah, very good on tacos. It's very good. So what else have I been up to this week? And y'all jump in and tell me what you've been up to. I've been playing with resin. And during the last live, several of you asked me, could I do some crafting videos? So I tried to accommodate y'all today. And I did 2 types of resin pouring badly. I've got a lot to learn when doing 3-dimensional work. I made some pendants that are heart shaped that I did what's called a feather approach. And then I did a 3-dimensional rose or flower for coasters. And during the feather video, the camera, the battery went out. So we switched batteries and the resin was setting up too quickly to let me work with it like I needed to work with it. The pigments weren't blending like they should have been blending. I had mixed up some white pigment and put it in a piping bag and set it to the side. And it took me so long to get the colors down for the pigment that the stuff in the white bag solidified and totally set up before I got to it. It was like a comedy of errors, but it's one of those things that there's a learning curve to it. And so I set that aside. We finished that video. And then I started a new video on the coasters, the 3D flower coasters. And it kind of did what it was supposed to do, or is doing what it's supposed to do. But again, the white that I needed in the piping bag solidified, so I had to mix it up 3 times. And we'll see, because it's sitting on a shelf right now. It's going to have to cure overnight before I can take it out of the mold and see what worked and what didn't. So when those videos come out, probably in the next couple of weeks, because, my longer videos I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Laugh with me, okay? Because it is a learning curve. And give me some feedback, those of you who are into crafts. And I don't mind making mistakes on camera because keep it real, right? Be honest. Not everything's perfect, but I tell you, these ladies who put out the resin videos make it look super duper easy. It's not. And it's expensive to get into. It's really expensive, which is why you pay so much for resin at craft shows. Yeah. You've had it at the Indian restaurant. Okay, I missed something. The groundskeeper at the university was raking leaves the other day. And I got a whiff of fresh soil, made me excited. Yeah, I love the smell of soil in the spring. Isn't that great? Or in the summer, when it's been really hot and the rain comes down and you get the fragrance of the soil, it's like it's offering up a prayer. a prayer of thanks for the rain. You know what I'm talking about? That scent, Adrian? The what intimidates you, Sir Acute? So what kind of crafts do you all do? Cut. I don't know if I know what that is. Yeah, I understand, Cindy. There's a lady I've been watching a lot of her work. She's called what is it? Pouring Your Heart Out. She's out of Australia. And I have to convert everything she says from Celsius to Fahrenheit and grams to ounces, and because you do have to measure things. But she does some really beautiful things. So you look up Pouring Your Heart Out, and maybe you'll get an idea from what I'm trying to do. Did I see the resin squirrel that you got as a gift Monday? I saw something was that resin? Oh, cricket. Okay. Almost homesteading upcycles and repurposes. So do we. That's why we keep every little bit of this and that. Taking our husband's old shirts and cutting off the hems to make into crochet rugs. Yeah, no one's buying my crochet. I do really nice crochet work, but it just sits in the booth and people come and they'll touch it and they'll stroke it with their hands and they'll say, what a beautiful color palette and it feels great. How much is it? And I tell them $55 for, medium-sized blanket, and they go, oh, I can get it for $5 at Walmart. And go buy it at Walmart. But this took me hours to do. So I have to think about the crafts shows that we go to and try to produce things that people will buy. So we already know Charlie's Honey sells like wildfire. The peppers and tomatoes, when I have the plants in the spring, sell like wildfire. What else sells fast? Oh, my hot pepper fruit jellies, we sell out, and we spend the next week up half the night making them for the next fair. And we've got, 4 or 5 fairs in March alone, Charlie? I said I wouldn't do more than 2 a month, but March, we're kicking off the season right there, right before Easter. We're making beaded pens. I think I showed you that last week. The resin, whatever resin we can do that's presentable. I've got bookmarks. Modir, our Afghan friend, is turning pens, and we ordered what's the part that goes over your pocket to hold the pen there? We ordered some with little crosses on them. They turned out lovely. Wine bottle stoppers or herb bottle stoppers, whichever way you want to call that. We've got pizza knives. And Charlie, I forgot to tell you, someone at work asked me if we did like the spreading knives for the cheeses.
Oh gosh.
And we do.
Yeah.
But he can't figure out how to get the blade for the knife to stick in the handle. So that's something he's going to have to engineer, because we have about 9 or 10 of the blades to do that with. So it's those type of things we're going to have, but we're introducing the resin work and the beaded pens. My little girl, who I love dearly, that helps me on Saturday, wants to make T-shirts with when you melt the vinyl onto the T-shirt, but that requires a lot of equipment. So if we sell a lot, I might buy her some equipment. I have to check, because you have to be approved at these fairs on what you bring. And if they have someone else who's doing T-shirts, they wouldn't allow us to sell it. So I have to check and make sure. Hey, look, there's Joy. You see over my shoulder? Who sees Joy? Who's my pal behind you? That's Adrian. That's Joy. You remember last summer when she came and I showed everyone she was like that big? She evidently had broken her pelvis or whatever, and I didn't pick up on it until too late, and can't release her because she can't really walk. She walks on her forearms with her hind legs. Your husband's also learning to do the handles. Well, if he figures it out, have him contact us, and I'll put him on the phone with Charlie, and they can talk about how to do that. That's a big one. Well, in captivity, you feed them well, right? So they grow to their full potential. She's not a year old yet, so she's got more growing to do. Yeah, her name is Joy, and she used to grab my hand and kiss my hand, and lick me and everything. And now when I get my hands near her, she growls and snarls and spits and has a hissy fit. So I haven't handled her a lot, so she's definitely a wild animal. Steve and Tina, welcome. Thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up, everyone. Okay, so how long have we been chatting away here? 51 minutes. Okay. Let's see, Wheel of Names. Okay, random name picker. You know who I haven't seen tonight is David Gray. So I am going to go back to my banner. If I can figure out how. And I'm going to put that up. Because, y'all, I'm going broke on this shipping. I will say, yeah, where is David? Hope he's okay. Anyway, for those of you who are pepperheads, I will be selling the peppers, and I'm going to be brave this year and ship them. So if you are pepperheads, like I'm a pepperhead, and you want to order one of my peppers, they're not quite ready. They're just, just that tall right now. But when they get to be like that, they'll be big enough, and I'll sell them bare root, which means I'll pull them out of their little cells and I'll put them in a Ziploc bag with a tag of what they are and ship them. And at that size, I would take $1 a pepper plus shipping. You'll have to pay shipping. But for the prizes, I would, I'm not monetized yet, and I would appreciate it if you've got a spare buck or two. If you would, if you want to donate a little bit of money to my PayPal account, send it as friends and family so that PayPal doesn't take their cut of it. And whatever you can do, and just earmark it, shipping, or say a gift for you, Lisa. And I can put that toward my shipping costs for some of these prizes that I give out. It would help. Anyway, I hate to ask for money, but this last group of prizes I sent out this week cost me $53, so that was a lot of money for me. Yes, and mail actual plants. I'll have to go into a priority mailbox, which are set prices. So depending upon how many plants you order, the small box is like $9 and change, and then it goes up to $12 for the medium box. But they should get to you just fine if I pack them the way that I have bought from Etsy. I've bought plants, and it's the way that they packed them, sent them to me. They should be just fine. Gail Southern Living, hey, thanks for coming in. So, Adrienne has mailed fig, elderberry, and strawberry. What I plan to do is wrap it in moist paper towel and tape them down inside a baggie, and then snug the bag around the plant Okay. And then with paper, kind of nestle it down into the box so they don't get slung around, and send them that way. Okay, almost homesteading. I actually am putting together a catalog, and I do this every year, a catalog of all the varieties of peppers that actually germinated, and I'll be offering. And you can email me, if you email me and say, hey, show me your catalog, I'll send you the catalog, and it's got a little bit of information on every variety of pepper and its heat index and what it's used for. So we can do that. Yeah, Suzanne got mint from Adrian. If you're in Canada, I don't think I can mail live plants out of the country. But I've got seed. Okay, so speaking of seeds, the pepper I have fallen in love with from Turkey is called a cardula. And the cardula pepper is kind of a heart-shaped jalapeno-sized pepper that's bright red. It's on the spice level, it was about at the high end of a jalapeno, but it's got a very unique, just a really yummy, meaty, tangy flavor to it. And the Turks will stuff it with like cream cheese that has herbs in it, and then they'll stick it in the oven and roast it. Or I liked it last year. I sliced it with garlic and onions and sauteed it, and then served it over steak or chicken or something. I also chopped it up. If you make dal, D-A-H-L, or lentil soup, it was great in that as the seasoning pepper instead of a cayenne. It's just a really wonderful flavor to it. I kept a bunch of seed, and I am willing to part with 15 seed in a little baggie. And in order to do that, if you want to try it, you're going to type hashtag Cardula into the chat. That's how to spell it. And I'll give you until 10 o'clock, 1 minute. Cardula. Nikki, hey, welcome in. And I'll send you some of my home collected seed, which I have 100% germination. Cardula. Okay, we've got almost homesteading. Cindy, I can't. Okay, I can send seed across the border probably. Cindy, Suzanne, Mike, Adrian. I'm going back and forth between screens, y'all. Okay, 10 o'clock. Cut it off. Did I get everyone, Charlie? Let me scroll. We're looking for hashtag Cardula. We have almost homesteading, Cindy Squirrel, Adrian, Suzanne, Mike's, all right. I'm going to pull the trigger.
Indiana.
Yep. Okay, Cindy. Cindy won. Yay! All righty. Now, I'm going to send it to you. We'll see if customs stops it at the border. Okay? I'm going to send it in a regular envelope in a teeny little bag. Okay? Soak it overnight. Soak it overnight in rainwater if you have it, or if you've got snow out there, let the snow melt. And then soak it in that overnight before you plant it in something like Jiffy Mix. You just kind of surface sow it to moisten Jiffy Mix, crumble some more on top, and just mist the water on it and put a dome on it. And mine germinated with under heat at about 75 degrees on my heating mat. It germinated in 7 days. So that's cool. Let me take a note. Don't forget to send me an email at lbolivar@bellsouth.net. For some reason, my banner's not showing. Oh, how do I get that down? I need an email from you. Anyone know how to get the highlighted comment down?
Do what?
Oh. lbolivar@bellsouth.net. Thanks. One of these years I'll figure out how to use this darn software. But you know what it is, and you send me your chat name, your real name, your shipping address, and what you want. Okay? And that way I may remember. Cardula seeds. Cindy Squirrel. Okay. Now the next seeds I'm going to offer you, I don't think, unless I planted them all, but I don't think I did. I think I still have some ahi pineapple. If I have planted all my ahi pineapple seeds, then I'll send you some ahi charapita if you can handle the heat. So to win that one, let's do hashtag pineapple. And I'll give you to 10:04. It's 10:03 right now. Oh, it's 10:04. So let's give you to 10:05. Hashtag pineapple for the South American ahi pineapple. And if I don't have it, I'll substitute the ahi charapita, which is a lot hotter than the ahi pineapple. But it's wonderful. It's wonderful stuff. And I'll ask you if you already won, please don't enter. Give someone else a chance to win the ahi pineapple seeds. Okay, Suzanne and Mike, you're already on the wheel, so keep going, keep going. Nikki, do you like hot pepper? Just 2 people? Double tap it. Oh, Mike on now what did I do? On my StreamYard screen, I've got the banner I want, but over here on YouTube, it's showing almost homesteading.
Got another one?
Okay, that's Adrienne. Nikki says she did. Did you put pineapple in there, Nikki? Hashtag pineapple if you want to try the ahi pineapple. There you go. Did almost homesteading enter this one?
Not with a hashtag. She made a comment.
Oh, your husband hates pineapple. Okay, I'm gonna take your name off the list then. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got Suzanne, Mike, Adrienne, and Nikki in the running for this. 4 people? No, I kept people's name on the board. I'm just taking yours off. Okay. All right, we're going to pull the trigger on this. There goes. Clickety click, click, click. Indiana Backyard Gardener, Adrian. You know the drill, Adrian. Give me an email, your name, your mailing address. It's been a while since you've been in, so I don't know if I kept your email or not. I'm your snail mail. I probably did, but don't make me dig, okay? Cool. Now, once again, if you weren't here for me to describe the ají pineapple, it's a yellow chili from, I think it's Peru. It's got the heat, lower end of the habanero heat, and very fruity. When you bite into it, you definitely taste pineapple type sweetness, followed by the heat. Now, if you use that I would pair it with something like a mango and tomato and sweet onion and garlic for a salsa. That sounds really good to me. If I don't have it, I do have ají charapita, and I'll substitute that, Adrian, and that's a lot hotter. 30,000 to 50,000 shu, and it pairs well with fruit as well. Salsa, yeah. So what else to see that I have from the garden? I'm looking. I give one more. Would you all rather have Scotch bonnet or Thai bird peppers? Let's vote. Scotch bonnet or Thai birds? Oh yeah. Y'all need to tune into to Nikki's channel. The Chat, is that the name of it? Of the show, and it's at 7 p.m. on Saturday. So Mike thinks I should offer Thai. Scotch bonnets, Almost Homesteading, are from the Caribbean. They have a very unique, perfumey flavor. How would you describe a Scotch bonnet, Mike? But they have the heat level of a habanero. So if you've had habanero, you can take the heat and you liked it. I just got to notice I've got a doctor's appointment I don't remember making. Anyway, it's that heat level, but it's got this really nice ambiance to it, and it's great used in for if you've ever had Jamaican oxtail and you like the flavor and the aroma of the oxtail. It's the primary pepper in oxtail and in jerk chicken. I make mango jelly with it. That is wonderful for dipping in your chicken wings or putting on crackers with cream cheese. So, what is less hot? The Thai, I would say. Yeah, Mike says citrus floral. Okay, so I'll offer the Thai pepper. It's 10:10. I'll give you to 10:11 unless this flips after I hit the button here. So to 10:11, if you want the Thai, type in #Thai. Suzanne, Almost Homesteading. Mike, you don't want some Thai? There he goes. Adrian? Anyone else? Yes, it's okay to enter the contest, Nikki. Are you not a hot pepper chick? I thought you were. Just got your email, Adrian. Oh, there you go, Nikki. I goaded you into it, didn't it? Oh, so where's Bougie tonight? She'd be in here. David Gray's not here. Oh, I love everyone who's here, though. Got 18 thumbs up. That's cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, Bougie usually pops in. I know where she is. She's probably on the couch popping aspirin or whatever because she's doing so many squats. Rubbing that Bengay. Yeah, Dark Lord, where is she? Where's he? I mean, I keep saying she from Dark Lord. Xander. Yeah, Xander told me he'd be here. We've been chatting back and forth in email. Yeah, recovering from squats. Yeah, rub that Bengay. All right, so I need to pull the trigger on this. And it's turning, slowing. Okay, almost homesteading. Almost homesteading. Okay. All right, bonus gift. I'm going to do a Baker Creek drawing, your choice. Your choice on what type of seed, but you're going to need to go to the Baker Creek website, choose something, one packet of seed if you don't mind, and send me an email on what you chose. But it'd be nice if you would say in the chat what you chose so everyone can be excited for you. Wife's been goosing you in the tushy. What is that? Oh, you've been doing your squats? Not me. I'd end up falling over. All right. So almost homesteading, do you have my email? Send me your real name, your mailing address, and what you won, and we'll get that in the mail to you. That's your Baker Creek website. So I'm going to take all the names off the wheel. And if you want Baker Creek seeds, this is what you're going to type into the chat. I'm waiting for the minutes on my computer to roll over. Should be turning over. Right there it goes. It's 10:16. You got to 10:17 to type in hashtag BCS for Baker Creek Seeds if you want to go shopping. Who wants to go shopping with Baker Creek? You got a minute. There goes Mike. There goes Suzanne. Just two of you? Come on, guys. It's fun. Win something. Stop touching what? Touching hot seats. Now, I cough at this time of year. I've got seasonal bronchitis. When the cold weather hits and I walk out into that cold air, my bronchia contract and then I cough the rest of the day. That's about right, Suzanne. All right. It's between two people. Let's see. Who won these? Looks like Mike. Woohoo! Mike won. Yay! All right, Mike. Let me get back so I can see what y'all are saying. Okay, Mike, do you already know what you want to order, or we'll give you a minute to go look and then we'll sign off for the night? So I want to thank everyone who's a moderator on the channel for doing a good job, although I tend to have a really nice crowd here. People behave and treat each other nicely, which I so respect. I've got a really good community. Love you all. The heart one. That's the Cardula pepper, Mike. That's my seed, but I'm giving you a chance to shop at Baker Creek. Shop at Baker Creek, Mike. Or you'd rather just have Cardula seed. But I want you to shop at Baker Creek. Go pick something you don't have before. I don't know. Let's go see. Nope. No Cardula. Mike's gonna have Cardula on the brain now. He's sitting there going, I want Cardula. Just humor me, Mike, and pick something else, okay? Humor me. You'll see why later. Okay, Mike's going to go shopping now. So this is the last live for this channel in February. And on the last Thursday is when I go live for my other channel, the I Died NDE, which stands for Near Death Experience. I'll be telling another story for the last Thursday, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I'll have a premiere. And then after the premiere, so we switch over to live chat where we talk about the story. And I encourage people to come up on the panel with me if they've had a similar story and share their story. This channel's really growing. It's amazing. A lot of people this evidently resonates with. So if you're into the paranormal, you want to hear about my near-death experience and the experiences of other people, tune in to I Died NDE. Almost Homesteading just got the Baker Creek catalog in the mail. Yeah. There's a lot of happiness, but there's a lot of temptation in those pages. HPP 101.
No,
The Black Hungarian. I grew those 2 years ago, Mike. And I enjoyed the flavor. They were really good. They take a lot of sun. They take 8 to 12 hours of sunshine. Bear with me just a second here. Oh, this is interesting. Tried to pay for it with my PayPal, and it told me it was forbidden. That's weird. Okay, they have changed their ordering. I'll have to wrestle with that when I'm not on the air. The flavor was really, it had a lot of flavor, unlike the Murasaki. It looks a lot like the Murasaki pepper, only fatter. It's kind of like a purple jalapeno. It's got a little bit of heat to it, but not much. They're mild, but they're jam-packed with flavor. Be good chopped into salads or stir fries with cream cheese and that type of thing. I really enjoyed them. In fact, I totally forgotten about them. Oh, now I'll have to order a package for myself. Thanks a lot. She's got a 6-foot table. You're as bad as me. Cindy, you're as bad as me. No seeds for you, like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld, yeah. Hey, DJ, welcome. Welcome to our Georgia Suburban Homestead. We're about to sign off for the night. I want to... Seeds tempted, yeah. I'm going to have to order some too. That's another bunch of peppers. But yeah, the flavor was really good. I didn't like the Murasaki, but I liked the Black Hungarian. And I couldn't remember the name of them, so thank you very much. So, I want to thank you all for coming in and keep me company tonight. I hope you enjoyed the live. I hope you enjoyed the premiere and that some of you will be trying the shrub. Mike, I challenge you to try the shrub. Adrian, try some shrub. Nikki, try some shrub. Come on, guys. All my regulars need to try to make some shrub, and I think you'll enjoy it. In these days, in this ages of all the stress and the ugliness going on in the world, I can't encourage you enough to tell the people you love that you love them every day. You don't know when you're going to get another chance. We need to spread more love and acceptance, and pray for the people in harm's way right now, both at home here and abroad. So, and until next time, please be well to each other and stay tuned for all sorts of neat content that's coming. Good night, guys.